Como latino, como chino, como chiquilín. Radicamos en South Centro, el negocio anda muy fuerte, esta zona controlamos. Polo blanco manejamos, para ser exacto, en cuadrito los mandamos. Comenzamos desde abajo, batallando y batallando, como la perreamos, poco a poco vamos avanzando. Pónganse trucha, chavalos, porque hay muchos envidiosos que nos quieren ver para abajo. No se olvida aquel día cuando cae el compa chino en la oficina, lo agarraron. Los azules lo rodearon, pues un dedo les pusieron, sabían dónde estaba el clavo. Que en la escuelita se aventó un buen rato. Ahora lo verán contento en su ram por la central, bien a gusto chicoteado. Una morra por un lado, pa'l desestrés, es muy enamorado. De los corridos originales.
Good morning, Manchester.
Como chiquilín, y fuma por la vega, viejo, fuma JG, como lo viejo. Corbe blanco va llegando, eso significa Jota que anda aterrizando. En los antros cotorreando, botella 6 siempre lo verán brindando. Bucana del 18, con el morralito, siempre por un lado. La 45 pa' aquellos que andan hablando. Con Patino anda el tiro, con un cuchillía saben de lo que hablo. Guerrero es su estado, San Luis en las lomas donde él fue criado. Autopista 91, en su X6 negocios andan arreglando. O tal vez en su Camaro lo verán paseando. Compa chino, váyanse arreglando, nos vamos al Velayo a despabilarme un rato. Me despido, una junta yo les pido, a huevo viejo, y pura fuerza regia, viejo.
Σε θέλω πολύ, επικίνδυνα σε κάθε φιλή. Σαν χάρτινο καράβι η ψυχή, τη θάλασσα σου αρμενίζω. Να νιώθω τα κορμιά μας αγκαλιά φρεγμένα. Σε περίμενα, όλα εφήμερα. Έλεγα ήτανε επικίνδυνα σε θέλω πολύ, επικίνδυνα σε κάθε φιλή, επικίνδυνα σε θέλω εδώ. Χαλάλι σου, για πάρτι σου, σε θέλω εδώ. Χαλάλι σου, για πάρτι σου, επικίνδυναζω. Μέσα στο κύμα της καρδιάς και στο βυθό σου να βαγίσω. Δεν έμεινε καμία αναπνοή για μένα. Σε περίμενα όλα εφήμερα. Έλεγα ήτανε και τώρα κοίτα με. Επικίνδυνα σε θέλω πολύ. Επικίνδυνα σε κάθε φιλή. Επικίνδυνα σε θέλω εδώ. Χαλάλι σου, για πάρτι σου, επικίνδυνα ζω. Δώσ' μου λίγο χρόνο, ένα λεπτό. Την αγάπη μου που κρύβω καιρό. Να σου δείξω λίγο πριν αγαθεί. Επικίνδυνα να γίνει αρχή. Επικίνδυνα σε θέλω πολύ. Επικίνδυνα σε κάθε φιλή. Επικίνδυνα σε.
Crackin' nigga. Dub C, what up, man? Ready to ride, nigga? No, I'm ready, nigga. Ready to ride, nigga? What's up, K Slay? Yo, what's up?
Shit for some paychecks. She think I'm dumb, she think I'm dumb, she think I'm dumb. Went in my bucket and swapped out 500 ones. She think I'm dumb, she think I'm dumb, she think I'm dumb. She told a friend that she think that I'm the one. She think I'm dumb, she think I'm dumb, she think I'm dumb. She think I'm dumb, she think I'm dumb, she think I'm dumb. She think I'm dumb, she think I'm dumb, she think I'm dumb. She going up on OnlyFans, man, that bitch is bout it. She say that pussy just for me, yeah, I highly doubt it. I can't trust hoes, barely even cuff hoes. Try to charge me for the pussy, had enough of those. She hit my line when she be out, just to say she miss me. Ain't no pussy gon' keep me, make you really miss me. I'm on that hustle gang too, yeah, that money mission. You think because you thick and cute, that I'm gon' be tricky. I'm nothing like that genie hoe, you can keep on wishing. Now you washed up, need to do the dishes. You said I switched up, my guns is what I'm switching. And you can keep the pussy, I knew that something was fishy. I'm not a paycheck for some paychecks. She think I'm dumb, she think I'm dumb, she think I'm dumb. Went in my bucket and swapped out 500 ones. She think I'm dumb, she think I'm dumb, she think I'm dumb. She told a friend that she think that I'm the one. She think I'm dumb, she think I'm dumb, she think I'm dumb. She think I'm dumb, she think I'm dumb, she think I'm dumb. She think I'm dumb, she think I'm dumb, she think I'm dumb. Man, these hoes, they finessing and they thirst traps. She look at me like dollar signs with her purse out. Should've strayed from that hoe when I first rap. Shouldn't have clicked the profile on that first app. Now to the bag, love that lifestyle. All she wanna do is twerk for that lifestyle. How you wanna be my wife when your life well? You bout to get the boot, ho, I'm talking right now. She think I cannot add, she a raunchy hoe. How you 4 months pregnant when we met 2 months ago? I'm trying to stay calm, really wanna punch the hoe. Bout to treat her like a rocket, gone and launch the hoe. I'm not a paycheck for some paychecks. She think I'm dumb, she think I'm dumb, she think I'm dumb. Went in my bucket and swapped out 500 ones. She think I'm dumb, she think I'm dumb, she think I'm dumb. She told a friend that she think that I'm the one. She think I'm dumb, she think I'm dumb, she think I'm dumb. She think I'm dumb, she think I'm dumb, she think I'm dumb. She think I'm dumb, she think I'm dumb, she think I'm dumb.
Rasa, man. They never liked the music anyway, bro. Oh, some of them don't even like. I don't know. There's no telling. There's no telling them, bro. There's no telling them, bro. There's no telling them. No, they play all kinds of random shit on there, man. On their shit, man.
TJ on the beat.
Here's a special song for them. Here's a special song for the DB, bro. And this is a special song directed at the one and only boxing scientist who wants to try to. He's trying to be a fool right now, but the song's for him, so.
TJ on the beat.
All right, we are hardcore trolling this morning. Hardcore trolling. And also, we are speaking facts. 110%. You know, these cats right here, the CDB, you people know what's really up. And yeah, people can't stand it. Because, you know, I offered benzo terms. I offered both the CDB, the other CDB heads terms, right? And I was like, you know, no, and it's especially directed at TBS, and I told them, you know, I wouldn't. Everything would have been cool, right? Everything would have been cool if you would have just named me full member. That's all you have to do is name me a full member, and everything would be cool. And he wouldn't even name me a full member, bro. That right there is the reason behind this. You know what I mean? You don't go and hand somebody who don't even make their own content and then turn around and give one of the main men the nod as well, because when they see somebody who's when they see somebody just do a few things for somebody, but you're on the other hand doing a lot of things for somebody, and they go ahead and get promoted or whatever the hell it is, right? It's wrong because you sat there, did all this heavy lifting, all this heavy work, and you kept this, you kept my ship going, doing things for the CDB. You know, made streams for the CDB and content that I did not see any of the two individuals that he ended up, and like neither of them are content creators, and neither of them could create a good amount of content. I mean, yeah, they made backgrounds for his show and everything like that, but bro, I can make a background. I can make a background in 5 minutes or so, bro. Probably not even that, man. Like, come on. But the problem is, like, there's standards here. There's standards, man. I don't know if it's because, well, I already know what it's about. It's because I'm not raza, or I'm not a Latino or something like that, man. But the issue is, like with the CCD situation, is because I'm not the raza, because I'm not the Latino, that I'm not getting the respect, right? So if you don't fucking respect me, and you know, and I'm a part of this, and I'm part of this, right? How am I supposed to sit back and respect my counterpart? How in the hell am I supposed to respect TBS for freaking allowing these cats who hardly did anything, bro? And then you're sitting here saying, "Oh, I need to go through some sort of approval board." An approval board, bro. Let me tell you this: the same people on that approval board were coming at me, or the very same people that were coming at me over being raza, or over not being raza, over not being Latino. And it was actually at the laboratory. So I remember that very, very distinctly. And I remember it's a very distinct situation. So it's hard to forget. Man, I don't. Man, they're just not even. That's what this is, bro. Like they're not even. They're not even doing anything, bro. Like I make my own factions. I'll destroy whomever. and that is what it is, bro. I don't have a Hispanic background at all, man. I don't have anything in me, bro. And the only reason why this is going down, like, let me tell you again, Representative, you can be the runner of this information if you want. The only reason why Telkhines is mad at the vaccine scientist was he is split up in three pieces right now. Two pieces. You got Team BS, you got Team Benzo, and Team Telkhines, A.K.A. Sicario. Okay, so here's the thing, bro. I don't care what people think. I think people are thinking. I don't know. I don't know the Benzo thing because I'm still possibly, like, I still possibly there, but I'm not. I can't disclose that information yet because I need any comments back over a situation. Like, hey, do you want to see what we can make out of our sections and see what we can come together and build? And he's like, dude, we're still CDB. It's just TBS who's gone off the rails. See, TBS is pretending like he came up with the whole entire CDB thing, and this here isn't about breaking up or anything else. This is like when a cartel is going through an inner war, and somebody's gonna get it, bro. This is like Tony Montana after Frank Lopez hired those hitmen to go and kill him at that nightclub. And then when he showed up, when he showed up at Lopez's car dealership, Lopez was scared shitless. Yeah, this is like that shit, bro. No, I didn't go on this TBS stream last night. All he was doing was cucking for them guys, man. I know what he'd be doing, bro. I know what he'd be doing. You know, why do I want to give them my light? Why do I want to waste my breath on those two people who he was glorifying? Those two people are the same two people I was just telling you about. He named a few people to the official CDB network when they're not even content creators. The only thing they did was help him with his backgrounds, and that's facts. I create content. I go out there and handle this CDB dirty work. You know what I mean? And they ended up they ended up doing their own shit, bro. Like, TBS ran off on his own route, or on his own road, I guess. And if he's repping CDB, bro, he don't need to be named it. This isn't about me not being named. I already know what I am, what I'm worth, right? And if you know the rank, and this was a conversation that happened yesterday morning. So it's not like I ducked him or anything like that, or ducked anybody. I wasn't going to participate in a stream of cuckoldry. And I already knew that, like, again, like I stated earlier, that there was like a board of approval that they have to name an official CDB member. And the people on this board that I'm bringing up to you are the same people that hate on me because I'm not Latino. Do you get that? Because like, it's the same thing. I can see the racism here, bro. because I'm not Latino, bro. I can see what it is, bro. And now I show up, I show out, and I'm taking over, bro. I don't play games. I don't play games. I'm gonna bring the top notch content. I'm the CDB Emperor. I am Lord Telt. PPP motherfuckers. And yeah. So people just don't get it, man. They see Telk as a man who trains hard, who boxes hard, who smokes very fine weed. However, no matter how much of that stuff you can smoke, you just, no matter what, man, no matter what, my martial instinct that somebody's trying to fuck with me just kicked in like yesterday, bro. And that right there just ruined my whole entire, like, basically ruined, like, all the previous days of enjoyment, bro. It's like, the CDB, it's like everything I'm doing for this shit. And it's okay, bro. It's okay, man. I'll just take over, bro. It's that fucking simple, bro. It's that fucking simple. And he wants to dare put his shit up on CDB stuff, man. Let's see the next time he goes live, bro. Let's see the next time he goes live, bro. You know what I mean? You need to think about how they took down Dillinger, bro. It's gonna be some top-notch level shit, bro. Because it is very firm. Is firm in these YTB streets, and it's very factual that we go and call this shit at the moment, bro. Because I could go and beef about this for weeks and weeks and weeks, but there's boxing content to talk about. You know, we got Delakian defending his belt against Haji. Here's some matter of fact. Yeah. Keep the options open, and crew. I'm joining. H Money said if I join MOB, I guess sure that's cool. Yes, yeah, I know, bro. But if you MOB, man, somebody might jump. You know what I mean? So that's a problem, bro. I don't know, man. So it's really dependent on which faction you want to with, bro. It's like if you want to run a few factions together, just merge the CDB and the PPP. That would piss off the CDB so bad, bro. It'd be hilarious. But that's facts, bro. I mean, people can't handle facts when they're talking about the CDB, when they're talking about content creation. You know, I could sit back and talk about TBS's stream last night. You know, all I know is he named the guy. He's sitting there talking the same freaking talk. All he talks about is Canelo and Jaime Munguia and on Overdrive. And so, is there no more fighters coming up than him? I mean, you guys gotta fight for Neri. I mean, Neri, he's just named next opponent for Nui. And I'm really surprised they don't talk about Giovanni Santillán for nothing. I mean, it's ridiculous, bro. Like, they don't even if they say they put up for Raza, they say they represent for Raza, they say they represent for the Mexican fan base. I don't see it in their content. Yeah, I've been over to rap stars before, man. He only stays on for an hour and a half, if an hour, if nobody's on. He does the same shit as I do, bro. Like he's not gonna stay on if nobody's on. You know what I mean? And he probably thinks doing 10-hour streams is stupid and baseless. And a 10-hour stream, all that can happen outside of constant content, and if the content is not running side by side with an event, then it's gonna just be flat and bland. And I believe Rapstar is a good example of someone who streams and doesn't waste his time either. So it's like I think Rapstar is good. I think Rapstar is good. I don't have a problem with Rapstar. If I can't sleep in the middle of the night, guess who I'm turning on, bro? I'm turning on Rapstar, bro. Because sometimes I don't even get but 2-3 hours of sleep, bro. Yeah, the facts are that CDB, we just have to, like, CDB, technically the boxing Sicario, which is me, right? The boxing Sicario is rebranding, renaming his section of the CDB, right? And it's going to be a situation. It's I mean, it is what it is, bro. Unless if we can finalize a deal with Benzo's third of the CDB, I don't see how I'll be able to, and we'd probably have to make a name change on that shit. Yeah, you turn on whoever talks boxing, huh? Yeah. Like, yeah, but the thing is, too many people in the YTBC go off, and too many of these people go off of one thing in common: recency biased. Recency biased, and the problem is, the thing is, recency bias is one of those phrases, one of those sayings. You know, when you go off of somebody's last performance, you can only go off of somebody's latest performance. Was it good? Was it bad? Or did they have a bad night? Now, if they just had a bad night, then that recency bias will get thrown up in your fucking face. Because you went off of the previous fight, and not because it was just some one-off, because it was an injury. And my problem with all these groups that you're naming, a lot of these guys go off of recency bias, and you know, and they sound like half-ass twinkle toe content creators who only who make content from a narrative that is not in support of all boxing, but you know, for example, Showbiz the Adult, right? Showbiz the Adult. He talks about he talks about how unbiased his channel is, but then he wants to turn around and say that Michaela Mayer was robbed, or is that so? Let me explain this. When an American goes over to Britain and gets outpointed and it's a female fight, so it's a 10-round championship fight, right? 10 12-minute rounds, and Natasha Jonas, she came on late, and in my opinion, she won on points. She won on points. To me, it was a great decision, and Michaela Mayer didn't do enough to really take it for me. And people don't realize that Michaela Mayer was not the champion. It was Natasha Jonas who held the IBF Women's Welterweight Championship. So Michaela Mayer says, "I know I didn't have a rematch clause, but I think rematches should be done only if warranted, and I believe this is warranted." And then they had the promoters over there, and I'm like, "Dude, you're not going to be able to force this woman to fight you. Bin Shalom isn't going to force her to fight you either, you dumbass." And Showbiz, the adults over there, freaking crying and complaining 2 times yesterday. Now, 2 times yesterday. I believe there's a 3rd time, but I know for a fact he complained the night of. He complained 2 times yesterday about Michaela Mayer being robbed, and I thought that was absolutely hilarious, because he knew that the American fighter got outboxed, and that's what it is. It was a tight fight, but the right woman won on the day, and that's all I can say about that. You can't always look at it from a nationalist standpoint. You have to look at it from the skill set. You have to look at it from that. Don't pretend like you're not biased. Dude with almost 250,000 subscriptions on YouTube, bro. It was not a robbery, bro. Natasha Jonas came back during the later rounds. The same woman that you guys stated was not going to beat Mayer because of her age, which was 39 years old. Natasha Jonas stayed busy. Natasha Jonas came back late. Natasha Jonas showed out. Natasha Jonas earned the decision, and that is that. In my opinion, Michaela Mayer needs to suck it up. Natasha Jonas, she's already stated that this is probably her last year in boxing. She's a woman. She's 39 years old. It'd probably be a good idea, yeah? I mean, not everybody's going to try to fight into their 40s. Yeah, I know, bro. It's just... I know, Representative, that you didn't see it, but I'm just saying there's bias in all those YouTubers. It was a combination of like YouTubers and the different groups and stuff like that, and people calling Natasha Jonas the Natasha Jonas victory a robbery win. That right there pisses me off a little bit. I mean, well, because your person didn't win, it's a robbery? Are we going to kindergarten, 1st grade tactics now? Yeah. I mean, I would like to see Clarissa versus a big tranny. You know what I mean? Like, why not? I mean, come to think of it, I mean, Clarence Shields versus like some big ripped woman who has some heavy hands, and see Clarence get knocked the fuck out, bro. I'd like to see that. But as far as trans athletes and shit like that being allowed in the sport of boxing, YouTube, I have a disclosure, or I have a disclosure incoming. I don't care what you guys say. You can't do anything to me. I'm immortal. For I am the CDB Emperor. But I will say that trans women in boxing, or trans anything in boxing, doesn't need to be in boxing. Basically, women who change to, or men who change to women, they have to be going through the program for 4 years, and then they can come back and do 2 times, and I mean 2 times the have 2 times the level as a normal woman, almost 3 times as the normal woman. So not only are they allowing trans fighters, they're allowing them to cheat even more by allowing them to be pumped with testosterone on extremely high levels. And you know, I don't give a shit. And get that filth out of the sport of boxing. Throw it in the dumpster. Because if any of these sanctioning bodies subscribe to this sick business, I don't even want to be watching the sport. Because it's like if a woman can beat a woman, that's fine. But I don't want to see all this shit. Like I've seen, like the only time I've seen a woman knock out a man, in it being an actual fight, was freaking Jermaine Durandamy when she knocked out that loudmouth dude back over 10, 15, almost 15 years ago. And that right there was actually kind of funny. However, Jermaine Durandamy is Jermaine Durandamy. Durandamy, yeah, shout out to the Iron Lady, bro. Shout out to the Iron Lady, bro. Big steroid Brazilian chick named Gabby Garcia. Yeah. They also need to throw her in with. They need to throw Clarence Shields in there with like someone like, I don't know, just some juice up heavyweight one, you know, who probably has insane shredded, roided up muscles and shit. You know, I'd like to see that, bro. But as far as tranny fights, man, I just can't subscribe to that, bro. Because not only do I think, not only do I understand physics and I understand compositions of genetics and hormones and stuff like that, I know what's gonna come out of all this stuff, man, and that's facts. So that means if you have a girl, that means and you want her to box, don't let her. It's plain and simple, bro. She's gonna be fighting a she-john that has 3. She's allowing to pump herself with lots and lots of testosterone, more than 2 up to 3 times the amount as a normal woman would be able to be allowed to have. So how much bullshit does that sound like? Not only do they have a physical advantage, now you're going to be giving them a hormonal advantage. And that's the thing that pisses me off about it the most. So now you want another Leah Thomas or whatever name, that fucking abomination of women's collegiate swimming was named. I think it went to Yale. I'm not gonna call it a he or a she. I'm gonna say it. It went to Yale University, and and supposedly everybody hopped on board, bro. A clear man is just flat out allowed to jump in the water with the women and just freaking swim. Fucking ridiculous, bro. I can't even take American sports hardly that serious anymore, or certain American sports, as I should say. Like a lot of the collegiate sports, I mean, American football is okay. Uh, I would say collegiate rugby is okay. Um, I just think of all the sports in the states, and I mean, but you're over here letting fucking trammies fucking take part in sports, bro. What are they gonna do if boxing associations and boxing commissions worldwide come around and say you're trying to shove all that down our throat? And that is the facts. You know, if people do not want this in the sport of boxing, contact the sanctioning bodies, make petitions, make all kinds of comments and messages to them. Otherwise, you're going to be sitting up here complaining that nothing is going to be getting done. If there's a problem, a legitimate problem you want to face, or you want to have something to do with in the sport of boxing, call your commissioners, call your state athletic commissions, call the sanctioning bodies, because if you do not call them, nothing will get done in any area of the sport. Doesn't matter if it's doping, or doesn't matter if it's some she-john that's taking 3 times the amount of testosterone than what is allowed for a normal woman. It does not matter. So the facts are that, you know, all this shit is detrimental to everybody's health, bro. When you have retards running the show and big money running the show, you know, usually that's not a good combination, because they have the money to dictate and they have the money to really second shit up. So now we have to look at the main picture here. What do we want to see the sport of boxing become? Or is the sport of boxing some pastime that goes back all the way back to the ancient Greeks and the Sardinians, bro, where they were beating the hell out of each other's faces with metal fists because they were bored and they wanted to prove who the baddest motherfucker in their village was. That right there is a sport of boxing, not some trannies being freaking imported into the sport. I don't give a shit. Some tranny imports needs to be a tranny export. You know what I mean? Send them out right now. Because there's I can tell you now, there's going to be, I mean, America, they say, you know, like I feel like this crosses not only religious constructs, it crosses military, or not military constructs, but the nationalistic constructs of what these people believe. Not every country in the world believes that there should be a trans fighter, and they're sitting here doing this anyway. How sick is that shit? I think there's only a handful of countries that's ever subscribed to this, and they're forcing it on the whole entire. They're trying to force it on the whole entire world. Good luck with that, bro. This is a deliberate tactic from the World Boxing Council. It's not the first time that the World Boxing Council has come up with some dumbass ideas. Hashtag the Bridgerweight division. I mean, Deontay Wilder came in at 212 pounds against 212, 213 pounds against Joseph Parker, right? It's like, does it even really matter at this point? Because, like, by the rules, I mean you should enforce that, Mr. WBC. Oh, but oh yeah, it's not a multi-sanctioning body weight class, bro. You're the only dumbass sanctioning body repping that up, bro. You're like CB4 yelling on black y'all 15 times over, bro. Like we know you're black, and we know that you have a stupid hat on. But bringing that back to a boxing standpoint, we know that you're stupid, and we know that you're setting a lot of fighters up for failure, and some you're just holding their hand on the path to success. And that is the most pathetic example. That's some of the most pathetic things that I could use as an example of my problem with the sport. I could care less about some hype job from 135 pounds. I could care less about some hype job from 140 pounds. You know, I could care less about Devin Haney, who's pretending to be Floyd Mayweather mixed with Sugar Ray Leonard, but he doesn't have the punching power. He doesn't have the know-how. He doesn't know how to engage with the fans. He has his daddy doing the talking for him, bro. He can't even promote himself hardly. What he has his dad doing more promoting on Instagram than he does himself. That's pathetic. His dad's more active than he is in his promotion, and that's kind of sad, bro. He's not even pulling his weight. The fighter has to pull his weight on promoting himself to an extent. Devin Haney does not have that, and that's part of the reason why he's not getting paid. It's that simple. That's why you don't get paid, bro. If you don't use your words to get these fight fans invested in getting your fight and watching your fights, you're never gonna get up that fan base, bro. It's not about, now, of course, not all of boxing is about running your mouth. In modern boxing, if you want to put a lot of asses in seats, and this is for any combat sport, really, tell the people what you're gonna do, and do it, and then come out and then come back and do the same thing over and over again. That's how you develop fan bases in the sport. That's how. I mean, that's how all the big names have got famous. So don't follow those hype jobs, guys. Don't follow those hype jobs, bro. Because those are cancers to the sport of boxing. The same cancers that are over the sanctioning bodies. So what else can we say? I mean, this isn't Michaela Mayer versus Lucy Wildheart, and this is the real fucking deal here. And by the way, Michaela Mayer did look like shit against Lucy Wildheart, and even though she won against Lucy Wildheart, she looked like shit. She was getting punches landed on her that she shouldn't have gotten hit by, bro. Like, fucking come on, bro. Yeah, but that right there, I think that kind of sums it up in a nutshell right there. The sport of boxing, and it feels like it's not even a sport anymore at certain points. It seems to me like all these YouTubers, all these people in the YPBC. Should I name a few that only cares about their select few fighters? You know. See, I'm not sitting over here, yelling off about this group of fighters here because they're Europeans or Eastern Europeans. You know what I mean? I have fighters on both sides of the Par Meridian I like. You know, it doesn't matter where you're from in this world. It doesn't matter what part of the equator, what part of the world you're from, bro. You know, you could be from Cook Islands, or you could be from freaking, you know, Aberdeen, Washington, or some shit. It doesn't matter to me, bro. You know, it doesn't matter where you're from, and to hear these fighters say, or to hear some of these YouTubers say that, oh, I can't, I'm not racist. Well, why are you sitting there making blatant picks and saying blatant things towards fan bases, bro? Specific, I mean, I don't know. Like, some people, they rock with the Japanese and they rock with the Eastern Europeans rather than rocking with the Americans. I just think I think it's really weird to look at the sport in such ways, because especially when you're not Eastern European by birth, or if you're not directly from there, then making a distinction between being a hardcore fan and just being a fanboy of these guys because them being from a location in which you're not, that right there is a problem in the sport of boxing. And those are what I call fanboy cuckies, right? And those little cuckies, bro, float around. There's plenty of YouTube cucky boxing content going on, bro. Some people have a few thousand channels. Some people have people have up to thousands and thousands of followers, bro. So it doesn't matter. This is the hubris in the sport of boxing, bro. If you want to stop the unbiased, bro, quit being biased. If you want to stop the bias, quit being biased. If you want to quit the stupid perspective, if you want to quit the stupid argument points, then quit saying stupid shit. And let's talk boxing. And like, for example, I see Canelo fans argue with people who are like pro Eastern European fighters, like Bivol and Better Biev and stuff like that. I come across on people arguing on a Discord channel that I'm on, Discord server, and all these guys do is they come in and they yell at each other. Oh, you're ducking the rematch with Bivol, and oh, are we ever going to see a rematch? Or oh, just all this crap, man. It's like, in my opinion, as much as I want to say it, I do not like Canelo Alvarez for the simple fact, like, he's a good fighter. Don't get me wrong, but I do not like the fact that, like I said before, Callum Smith to Caleb Plant, that run was absolute. It was definitely a freaking WWE kayfabe-esque like run. That was absolute piss poor. Everything. The promotion was piss poor going into those fights. It was completely overhyped. They were dives if I've ever seen any. And, you know, people have their opinions on what they think happened. Some people, they see Canelo becoming undisputed at 160 pounds within a year's time. And others saw that was nothing but some WWE shit that they were trying to put over on anyways. So it's all depending on what side of the point you're on. See, I pay attention to the skills, not the hype. I pay attention to what happens in the fight, not the hype. Because the people, there's some fighters who have a lot of hype who only win their fights because they have hype. They have the judges' scorecards rigged, and the promoters and the people in their corner. You know, if you have someone like Bill Haney in your corner, throwing monies at the fucking judge, bro. That's how you do it, bro. That's how these guys make it to the top, bro. That's how these guys make it to the top. And it's the fact. The fact is that you guys fail to acknowledge that. The top level content you guys cannot stand. The content is here all the freaking time, bro. I provide the content and you guys listen. And if you don't listen, then you go and run off to some moron's freaking YouTube channel where they're just gonna bullshit you and smear some narrative on you. I mean, I'm not smearing a narrative on you guys by saying I think Canelo's runs between Smith and Plant was rigged. I don't think I legitimately believe that, and it's not because of some narrative, bro. It's because that's corruption in boxing, bro. That's corruption in boxing, and that's something I've been on about for a long time, well before I started doing streams on Overdrive, bro. So it is what it is, bro. I'm not here to misinform these peeps, but it's when. But here's the problem: when you have people with their narratives, right, and with their narratives, they get it stirred up, and then you say it enough times, it becomes reality, right? That's what they try to say, and that's what the media is known for doing. You don't know what's true and what's not listening to cats like Fight Hype. You don't know what is what. You don't know what is what listening to any of these cats on YouTube, to be honest. Because all you have is hopeful matchups and opportunities that their favorite fighter wants to have or could have. Or somebody goes ultra defensive on their favorite fighter. And that's just facts, bro. I mean, I like to see what would happen. You know, if Kermel Moton were to fight Naoya Nui, right? Because Kermel Moton came out and said he would knock Inui Spark out. And you know, I think that would be. I'd like to see him do that. Because if that were to happen, though the meltdown, oh the damn meltdown. But I don't think Kermel Moton would even I don't even think Kermel Moton's even anywhere ready for that fight. But I wish he would just be stupid for long enough to sign the contract and let's make the fight happen, bro. What's up, Red Boy? Yeah, man. Just sitting here talking about Kermel Moton running his mouth saying he'll knock out Naoya Nui, bro. Man, I'm telling you, man, a hard head makes a soft ass, bro. If you're really about it, Kermel, If you're really about it, bro, make it happen, bro. Make it happen, bro, because he's got the Mayweather boys behind him and he got all the money. And I'm sure Mayweather will have his ways of making it happen if it were to ever materialize legitimately. Yeah. And but Colonel, that what you said. You hope I didn't really just say that. All I said is I want to see Colonel. I want to see him versus Inui, bro. So these people will shut up, bro. Because Inui's too small for Tank. However, Kermel is not too small for Inui. So yeah, we'll see it. We'll see it. That's easy money. Just dump him with some of those vintage Mayweather PEDs, bro, and let him have it, bro. We'll have Royd Moton versus Roy Danui, bro. So it is what it is, bro. And I'm just trolling both parties because it's like everybody wants to, like the American fighters, they want to troll Inui, saying that he's a steroid cheat, yada yada yada. And it's like, just prove who's the better fighter for me, bro. I don't want to see this shit. Oh, you hope Kermel did say that. He said he'll knock him out. He said he will knock out Inui. Yeah, Kermel's a little off, and somebody needs to give that kid a freaking. Somebody needs to G-check that kid or something before the wrong person sends the message out. Because Southpaw done covered it this morning as well, bro. He sent out a video a good 2-3 in the morning, and I just found it hilarious, man. Criminals is such. Oh man, I'm just gonna die if that ever materializes, man. I'm gonna knock out a Nui. How much balls? Yeah, Rick Glazer is such a. Let me tell you this. I'm not somebody who's just gonna say something because Rick Glazer said it. Okay, I respect Rick Glazer, but I've already heard a few content creators, and I'm not gonna name them because I care about their channels. But I know that they listen to him word by word, and they use what he says out of context to benefit what they're saying. I mean, and that's not taken away from either one of them. Rick Glazer's a pool of information, a pool, like he's got all that knowledge in him, right? So my biggest problem here is, with the traditional dick riding effect going on, bro. It's not really dick riding to the point where you're just saying whatever he's saying, bro, and it don't even sound right. And I hear these YouTubers, they say it over and over again what Rick Glazer's been saying. Well, and it's multiple things he says. It's like, quit copying Rick Glazer and come up with some material yourself, please. No, Rick is perfect entertainment. He's good entertainment. But people steal his material all the time, bro. Pisses me off. You don't steal someone else's material. You don't steal their content. You don't steal the entertainment they bring to the table, bro. That's like taken away from the entertainment, right? So yeah, but yeah, I can sit here and cook on that all day, man. Rick Glazer, I mean, he definitely has his pros and cons at certain points, but overall, general entertainment. I agree. And we can't sit back and be and be crying over 15 different bad situations that happened, especially in the past. And I see these cats, they sit back and they cry over how one guy's allowed to do it, do Roy, and how someone else isn't. Or well, it doesn't quite make sense when we're going to bring up Inouye again. We're going to start talking about Inouye again. How good is Naoya Inouye? Is he good, or is he a hype job? I think he's good. I think he's worth being put pound for pound number one, because he became undisputed not once but twice in a 12.5-month time period, which is a feat that no fighter has accomplished in the 4-belt era, other than Naoya Inouye. However, there's one question I have. There's one big asterisk. And it's just one big asterisk. And with Inouye, I need to see him fight, and I need to see him travel. I need to see him travel around, but I get why he doesn't. He's thinking about the corrupt business of fighting in the United States. You know, United States of America. Yeah. What I think is Inouye is being criticized because he doesn't fight in the United States. However, he has fought in the United States a time or two earlier in his career. People don't realize that. Not even Southpaw realizes that he's already fought in the United States before. It might not be might be for the fights you wanted to be in, but he has fought in the United States before. And I don't think that he is stupid enough to come back here for a big fight. And so I think in the United States, you're not going to be stupid enough to bring in Inouye. Inouye's not going to be stupid enough to come over here for you to rob him, bro. And I'm telling you that right now. There's not enough money you're going to give that man for him to come over. You could probably get him in Manila. You know, if you put on a big fight card in Manila and you had him up there. Yeah, I remember that, bro. I remember that. It's like people they want to move the fucking goalposts on here all the time, man. It's annoying. It's very annoying. Oh, Inouye does this, Inouye does that. I think my biggest problem with Inouye is resume. There's certain parts of his resume. It's like his resume is okay as of late, you know, but it goes from there, bro. Like there's certain parts of his resume that's really hard to get down on, bro. But he's still pound for pound number one. Yeah, a lot of Americans are, they only keep up with 147 pounds. which is in my opinion, which is a useless division anyway. It's completely overhyped. Pound for pound weight class, or the pound for pound, not weight class, but pound for pound was made so you could overhype the smaller weight classes like welterweight and anywhere else, and divert all the attention from heavyweight. So it's like, that's part of the reason why I don't like welterweight, because welterweight, they want to overhype almost all these top cats at welterweight, but their fights had never execute as advertised, if that makes sense. They never give us the full show, as it were. It's like there's always some bullshit in some fights at 147, and that's one of the reasons why I do not like it. To me, 140 and 154 is a lot more entertaining than 140 than a fucking welterweight, bro. Exactly. It's like that's what I was telling them about some weeks ago, bro. It's like Ioka's fighting, and you guys aren't even freaking talking about it. They were talking about there's no boxing on. I think Ioka was fighting on New Year's Eve for us, but it was early morning on New Year's Eve. So I specifically realized that because that whole entire card was pretty good, man. And Japan is putting on another card, and that's gonna have Tenshin Nasukawa. That's gonna have Artem Delakian, whom I rank in my top pound for pound rankings, for obvious reasons. Artem Delakian is the name that Bam fanboys love to hate because they know Bam ducked them. So, you can't say that you're the best at 112 when you haven't beat the longest reigning champion at 112. So that's facts. That's facts. If there's somebody else with a belt in that weight class, then you're not the best, bro. Then you're not the best. If you don't hold all the belts, you're not the best, bro. I'm sorry. All this Floyd Mayweather only gotta hold 2 to 3 belts to be under, or two of the 3 or 2 or 3 of the 4, depending on what area you're in. You could hold 2/3 of the belts or 3 of the 4 belts and assume that you're undisputed or something, or assume that you're the greatest in the division. That's some Floyd Mayweather bullshit. Actually, fight Artem Delakian before you say that, bro. That's some disrespect. He knows he can't beat that man. He get his shit boxed off, and he'd lose all the hype behind him. He'd lose all momentum for his career if he fought Artem Delakian. I mean, Anui knew that he would be wasting his time with those weight classes because they're backlogged. It's like for a heavyweight in modern times, right? And your career, you wouldn't know where your career's going, bro. Your best bet would be somehow get a Reggie belt and then petition the sanctioning body to freaking invoke but put ahead the friggin' mandatory. The problem is all these Reggie champions, for some reason, don't do that. I mean, we saw Dubois do it against Usyk. Look what happened there, bro. We actually got a decent fight out of it, and now you have, I mean, there's Reggie Belt champions out there that won't even bother their super champions. So it's like, just go for the Reggie Belt, bro. Go for the Reggie Belt, and then take it to court, bro, and get your fight. That's a strategy now, bro. That's the shit that you have to go through now, bro. You gotta go to court before you go get a fight. Fulton wasn't en route to do anything. The only thing Fulton was en route for was getting knocked out. And he looked like a freaking idiot while doing it. Let me tell you, every punch that was thrown, I was just dying laughing at. Almost broke my rib cage laughing so hard, bro. Because every single hit. Oh. That was a funny little fight right there. Yeah, we have to definitely look and see that the real content is being played out, because I'm not gonna sit back and give you guys the whip around over who I hope is going to win here and who I hope is going to win there. I mean, I'll tell you some predictions, but I'm not gonna sit here and float around like a fangirl like the majority of people on YTBC do. But let's go around and Neri and MJ don't move the needle here in America. Fanui, so people will say he is fighting average competition. Yeah, but there's an American bias when it comes to boxing. Okay, if you don't fight in America, if you fight an American over there, oh, it was because, and you win. That's because the fight wasn't in America. You know, if an American fighter doesn't win, period, it was a robbery or something like that. So there's always somebody gonna have something to say about the American public. The American public can go fuck itself, because that's part of the problem with the sport of boxing right there. They listen to the Americans too much. And that's part of the reasons why we don't get the fights we want to see, is because people put too much negotiating power and with these promoters and these managers and the fighters and all that stuff. All of these guys have negotiating powers that would torment your minds. I mean, we have Tank Davis saying he wants 2 Ferraris delivered to his front door before he starts negotiations with Devin the Dream Haney for a potential fight in Saudi Arabia. Well, we already know that. He won't give him his just due. Because he hasn't done anything. What does he beat? Old man Regis and freaking Cambosis who will fight you only if you engage him? I mean, come on, bro. I mean, Cambosis, I mean, it's hard to fight somebody when you're sitting there freaking holding on to him for the majority of the first fight, and then freaking jabbing and making him reset. The second fight was a little better. Oh, I don't think he's a man. I don't care, bro. I don't care about all that shit. You know who one of my favorite fighters is? Joe Calzaghe. A lot of people gave him shit because he didn't fight that much in America, and they write off that he beat two greats at the end of his career, bro. They want to keep on the American public always moves the goalpost when their guy does not win or when it's not one of theirs. That's how it's all. That's how it is with those cats, bro. I don't know why. They can't take an L like a man, and they can't say, "Oh, this guy here from this far land is just one of their guys up." I mean, they're not men enough like that. Absolute clowns, bro. Absolute clowns. Yeah, and that's why. That's why they can't stay. That's why they can't stand it, bro. That's why they can't stand the content. Yeah, it's good to see Red to hop on here because he missed the stream yesterday, man. I believe so, man. So yeah, it's good to see you on, guys. Good to see you on. We definitely have to see Dion another bum before his next fight. Yeah, we have to definitely see him fight another bum. I would prefer to see. I definitely prefer to see it, bro. Yeah, man. Roy, Roy got beat up, and your boy Bernard got beat up too. And oh yeah, and your boy Jeff Left Hook Lacey got absolutely schooled and cut to bits, bro. I died laughing, bro. Yeah. It's like these guys. They wanted to. The reason why I brought up Joe was because he was so hated because he didn't fight in the States, bro. I don't think he cared to fight in the States, to be honest with you, bro. Yeah, man, that's a good one, bro. Oh, you planned to fight Tarver as a kid? Hmm. Yeah, that doesn't usually work out, man. Were you even in that weight class, bro, or were you smaller, bigger? I mean, I probably could have made Tarver when I probably could have fought Tarver. You know, I was about 175 pounds as a young teen, bro. So it was pretty hard. It was pretty dang hard for me to actually bulk up from there. Yeah, yeah. Roy Jones kind of shot himself in the ass with that one, and we all know it stems out of what happened in Seoul. We know what happened in South Korea in 1988 lives in his head rent free. Okay? And that's facts. Yeah, well, I don't think he was robbed. I don't think he was robbed in Korea. And I don't think Roy was robbed in Korea, and I don't think Floyd Money Mayweather was robbed in his fight against Serafine Todorov. Serafine Todorov outboxed Floyd Mayweather. You know what I mean? So it's like, how am I supposed to fucking care about that shit, bro? I mean, it's Floyd's fault that he couldn't outbox a Bulgarian, bro. That's his fault. Roy got outpointed by the slicker Asian fighter, and that's what happened, bro. All the American bias. Oh, I'm crying. That's the reason why you guys freaking care so much. I saw, and my favorite robbery video was probably when Shakur started crying after he lost to Robesi or something. When Shakur cried after Robesi, man, and when Floyd cried after he lost to Serafin Todorov, man, that was probably two of the best amateur results of all time, bro. I died laughing watching them guys lose because everybody was hyping them up to win it all. I mean, you guys hype up Floyd Mayweather to be one of the greatest of all time, but the greatest of all time got boxed up by some guy from Bulgaria who went on to lose to a guy who wasn't even a boxer in the gold medal round, bro. He was a kickboxer, bro. His name was Samlok Kamsing, who would have beaten a living fuck out of Floyd Mayweather if not stopped him in the gold medal round. That is not a fight your boy wants to be involved with, bro. Todorov was too slick for your boy, and your boy couldn't. And Todorov couldn't even handle Kamsing, bro. So, what the hell are you guys on about, man? Oh, my favorite casket. Yeah, he's a freaking crying baby little shit. Yeah, I think Robesi outpointed them too, bro. Mainly, I believe that all three of these guys have one thing in common, and that they all complain about losing in the Olympic Games to foreign fighters. You know what I mean? They all have that in common, bro. And all of them cried somewhat after that. I didn't see Roy Jones do much crying. I didn't see him do much crying. Shout out to Roy Jones for not being a bitch. Crying like that. He was like, well, I'm going to transfer this anger. What Roy did was, instead of dwelling on that loss, he turned that into a hell of a professional career. And all caps go off for that. All hats come off for that. That's what you're supposed to do, bro. But if you take a loss like that to heart, you're supposed to make greatness out of it, bro. You don't sit there and dwell on it. Oh, I want to be an Olympic gold medalist. Freaking, you didn't deserve it, bro. You didn't deserve it. When you didn't do enough on those cards, Roy. You didn't do enough on those cards. And you know it. Just like Floyd didn't do enough against Todorov. And just like Shakur didn't do enough against Robesi. And that's facts, bro. And all I have to say is these guys just sit back and cry over and over and over again about their favorite fighters losing at these opportune moments, bro. It's not my fault. It's not my fault your boys lost. Oh, but he did great here. Oh, if they were truly great, why did they lose? True greatness is like Achilles was great because he never lost in a fight. Freaking Alexander the Great was great because he didn't lose a fight. Raji Balaji Rao, former Peshwa of the Maratha Empire, was great because he never lost a fight. I mean, fucking come on, bro. Fucking come on, bro. And you're out here trying to be Alexander when you can't even beat a fucking hobbit, bro. How are you trying to be Alexander the Great when you can't even beat some lanky motherfucker who has no punching power, bro? Yeah, I wish Roy Jones would have fought someone like Sven Otka or something like that, man. That would have been fun. But Otka, Otka was probably one of the more disciplined fighters at 168 pounds. And also being undefeated during his career and retiring with gotten nearly 20 title defenses. Bar none, man. He put the skills of Canelo, like he boxed Canelo's ass off, bro. And Canelo's shoes would fall off because he's getting outclassed. And the thing about Otka, the reason why I liked Otka was because when you thought that you could step forward on him, he'd land the combinations and then he'd go forward on you. People criticize Otka because he would go forward, but he wouldn't go for the knockout. Otka had knockout power. He just chose not to use it because it's something called the sport of boxing, not the sport of knocking someone out. If they wanted that, they'd have it there. Because somebody has a high KO percentage does not necessarily mean they're better than this guy who has a low KO percentage. Because if you want to test that theory, just watch Paul Fuji versus Nicolino Loche. And you can throw that biased load of shit into the garbage where it belongs. Because when an old man smoking cigarettes who KO'd less than 10% of the people he faced stops a power puncher by making I go, I went so hard, Stinger kicked me off the panel, bro. And that's how hard I went, bro. And I ended up fucking coming back on like a boss, bro. Yeah, it's like I could care less what the man's KO percentage is, bro. You want to be the man to keep all the KO percentages and shit like that, and you want to say, oh, because this guy has a KO percentage and this guy doesn't, means that he's going to win the fight. You know, that's what I'm saying. You guys are looking at the KO percentages and using that as a predetermining factor to who's going to win, and that right there is just shit. It's just shit logic that needs to be thrown in the trash. I look at skill, and I look at what they can do in the ring. Not some stupid number that all you got to do is look up on BoxRec. They don't. These are the same people who claim to be experts, right? And they don't watch a damn bit of fight film. They don't study the fight at all, and they claim to be experts. I want to see somebody. I want to see the next person to claim to be an expert. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Because I will be there, and once I find, and then I'm gonna pimp slap them with the facts and logic on whatever panel I'm on, bro. Because that is my job. That is my job here. And if you can't handle it, that's your fault, bro. It is what it is, bro. But Virgil better be of perfect KO percentage. Maybe Virgil. We just need to see better BF. This better BF versus Bebo thing, because if better BF wants to be respected, you know, he's got to either fight Bevel or move up to fight the WBO champion in Billum Smith, bro. He would be better. Bia versus Billum Smith would be a great fight, in my opinion. Better Bia has the WBO belt. Can use it as a elevator clause to get to the top, or to get a title shot against Billum Smith. Billum Smith, who of course, who just fought not too long ago against Mateusz Masternak. Had to fight dirty in order to break Masternak's ribs, but you know, the result is what it is regardless. But Masternak goes his way, and now we got to look at what's next for Billum Smith. And what I'm looking at is if Bevel's team, if Saudi cannot secure the undisputed, I do not expect Artur Beterbiev to make another defense of his championship belts at 175 pounds. I see him vacating those, cashing in the WBO belt for the elevator clause to fight whomever the WBO champion is. I see Artur chasing greatness, not chasing some bullshit smoke and mirrors promotional show that's going on halfway across the world. And I mean, the only way that fight doesn't happen is if I think it's less about the money for these two, to be honest with you, and it's more about rematch clauses and this, that, and the other. And if we can't have a rematch clause, then is a fight even worth taking place at all? I mean, until pins on paper, and then we start seeing commercials for this, it's really going to be hard to get on to following this stuff. Because unlike Errol the Truth Spence and Bud Crawford, who are tied into their contract in, going on into July, yes, the fight contract was a year from July 26th to July 26th of this year. Or was it 28th or whatever? But it's late July of 2024 is when their contract expires. But however, them not Bivol and Beterbiev not being under a contract, keeping them from negotiating with each other. It's really beneficial to the sport. It's beneficial to see Saudi putting up a decent amount of money for it to give them incentive to make the fight happen. However, I have not heard any official statements from the World Boxing Council or Mauricio Suleiman stating that he is going to let the fight go ahead. We only have people making assumptions that the WBC will step aside once Saudi Arabia gives them the step aside money. Or not step aside, once Saudi Arabia gives them the money to shut their mouths. However, until that moment comes, I have no other choice but to say that until Mauricio comes out and says something, the fight is dream speech. It is what we hope to happen. It's not even real. Because until the WBC lifts that ban on Russian on these two fighting, will we see this fight? And by my estimation, and according to my sources, this fight will probably take place November or December. I think most likely it'll be December to close out the year, or one of the fight cards to close out the year for the zone in 2024. Yeah, Beterbiev versus anybody else at 175 pounds is a waste of time. I want to say right now, a representative, like, he has cleared out the house. There's no one left. Name me one person that Beterbiev should fight at 175 other than Bivol at light heavyweight, and I'm all ears, bro. I mean, you can't name it, man. You can't name it. You can't name them because no one else has anything. I mean, Bivol has the IBO, just won the IBO belt off of the Lyndon Arthur. I don't care if you think, oh, it's just a secondary belt, this, that, the other. But, world title regardless, bro. The IBO is recognized in the Eastern Hemisphere as a world championship belt. And even if you don't like that, it is what it is, bro. So read it and weep, bro. Read it and weep. It's easy for you to freaking state that it's not a legit sanctioning belt, a sanctioned belt, when all the other sanctioning bodies' headquarters are located in the Western Hemisphere. So that sounds like some Prime Meridian bias to me, bro. That sounds like you guys are getting destroyed, cooked. But let's look at Artur Beterbiev's options at 100 at cruiserweight. I mean, because I see him going up to cruiserweight, not fucking around at 175 pounds if he doesn't fight Bivol. Let him fight Billum Smith, bro. Beterbiev versus Billum Smith, man. Just draw it up, man. How I think the fight would pan out would be, I think we would have Beterbiev just downloading Billum Smith, trying to crunch down to Beterbiev's level, trying to jab here, jab there. Beterbiev just starts countering him and breaking his ribs and turning him into a little girl. A Mexican monster versus grizzly bear at 175 pounds. That's gonna happen, bro. What is Benavidez gonna move up without fighting Canelo for? Unless if it is in fact stated that Canelo will not fight David Benavidez this year, he's gonna sit back and watch. You know what I mean? Yeah, and that's facts, bro. That's facts. You guys are having a hard time with that one, bro. This is possibly going to be Beterbiev's last year in the sport, last few years in the sport, and I don't see anything Beterbiev can get a fight with him. I think Beterbiev is going to move up after he clears house, or if he doesn't get to clear house against people. Beterbiev is not going to sit around and wait for a million years. I guess people all of a sudden forgot Beterbiev has some power in what he's doing as well. So, I mean, he doesn't have to do undisputed fight, but if he finds that that Bivol is just being a bitch in negotiations or something like that, I could definitely see, him venturing off into cruiserweight, at least for a short period of time. You know? I mean, hell, even Badu Jack went up there, bro, and had success. So there's no doubt. I would actually prefer Beterbiev to go to cruiserweight at this point, especially if they cannot secure a fight real soon. Yeah, but he still has to clear Mauricio Suleiman, bro. He's still got to clear the WBC before this fight is even going down. Show me a document. Show me a document or a tweet or a message from X or anything, any statement that clarifies that we're gonna see this fight this year. You know what I mean? Let's see footage or let's see something of Mauricio Suleiman saying that he's gonna give the okay for undisputed at 175, and I'm all ears. I want to see it. But the WBC has that block on it, bro. And I think people need to realize contract law, and people also need to realize law as well. So, the sport may not allow it because of some real world shit that's going on, and that's the pathetic part about this. That's the pathetic part about this, bro. You want to talk about it's okay for I think it's very apparent that they're just trying to keep a Russian from being an undisputed champion, and in the 4-belt era, that would be a first. They don't want a Russian undisputed champion to come out before a Ukrainian undisputed champion does. They don't even want a Ukrainian undisputed champion and a Russian undisputed champion in the sport of boxing. They just want a Ukrainian world champion in the sport of boxing. And they got multiple fighters are in Ukraine and world champions right now. I mean, one of them is ranked in my top 5. Or, yeah, 2 of them are ranked in my top 5, actually. And it has nothing to do with their nationality. It has everything to do with their skill set. I mean, Artem Dalakian might not have been born in Ukraine, but he grew up in Ukraine. You know, he was born in Azerbaijan, and he's grown up in Ukraine his whole entire life, bro. Fought out of Ukraine, and had a pretty insane amateur career. Like a pretty insane amateur career that just didn't get anywhere because he wasn't the style, bro. He just wasn't the amateur style for them, bro. He was already surpassed all that shit. The Lakian is top notch shit. You can't even find this man's amateur records because he was so damn. And like it's pretty good, bro. Not too many people know that about Dalakian, bro. They don't see him as this wild dark horse in my pound for pound list, bro. He's an old war horse, bro. It's kind of funny. The top guys in my pound for pound list, bro. All of them are around 34, 35 years old, bro. There's just about all of them. You know, and that right there is telling you. That right there tells you. Right there, bro. Where our sport's headed to, bro. That right there tells you right there that all the good ones are leaving the sport and all the clowns are trying to take over. You're seeing less and less legitimate fighters and more businessmen. Yeah. You just see all these businessmen freaking charading around as if they were the real thing, man. It's like some fake Hollywood Devin Haney bullshit. You know what I mean? So yeah, Saudi money has people saying yes more. I'm thinking about that, man. I don't see how they got him saying yes more. They got him saying yes more, probably about the experience and the money, slightly. But someone like me, for example, I wouldn't go to Saudi if you offered me all the money in the world, because I don't want them to make a dime off of me. Why would I, as a God-fearing Christian man, go over there and give them haji and make money for those hajis? I mean, those are the same people who freaking who fund extremist groups worldwide, bro. That Prince, bro. You guys don't know shit, bro. You guys don't know shit. You just keep your eyes in the sport, and I love you guys for it. But if you follow world politics and you follow the guys that are dumping money from Saudi into this stuff, these people should be executed, let alone funding, dumping money into boxing matches. They should be locked up in The Hague, in freaking The Hague, bro. That's where they need to be. And people are saying, "Whoa, Saudi money, Saudi money." Nah, bro. If the devil offered you $3 million, would you take it? If the devil offered you $10 million for your in exchange for your eternity, bro, would you take it, bro? Because I dang sure wouldn't, bro. Because this life is just temporary, bro, and material is also temporary too. I'm not on here trying to make a sermon or anything like that, bro. But what I'm saying is that when Saudi starts actually like Saudi dumping money into this, I've never been a fan of. But if they are legitimately the only place to make the fights happen, I really feel bad for this sport. Because it takes away the attention from Vegas, takes away the attention from the NYC, takes away the attention from even the smaller cards that may be happening across the United States, like in Orlando or Biloxi, Mississippi, Nashville, Tennessee, freaking Columbus or Cincinnati, Ohio. I mean, there's a lot of good fighters up in Cincinnati now. I mean, hell, even if you go towards like Nebraska, where Bud's from, and the Southwest, all these states, they put on these smaller cards to bolster up these fighters, bro, to help build these fighters from their local states, bro. And even their own athletic commissions have their own little belts and stuff, bro. So it's like if Saudi comes out and does that, bro, then they're taking all the big money market away from the United States market, away from the UK market, and giving the people or giving them the authority to do that is the biggest mistake. Biggest mistake, bro. Because I have news for you, bro. They don't even have a real commission out there in Saudi. They don't even have a real commission. That means you could have steroids put in your system. That means your opponent could come in juiced and you don't even know it. It's facts. The athletic commission over there is a fucking joke because it's non-existent. You can watch juice heads over there. That right there is basically, you want to go over there. You want to go over there. Steroids on steroid tests and drug tests aren't even going to be trusted. Can't trust WADA. Can't trust VADA. Can't trust anybody, especially over there. So how do you expect Saudi, a place with no real athletic commission, to administer drug tests in a serious fight? Oh yeah, I don't expect you to because you don't have a commission and you don't have any rules that state that. Thank you, Saudi Arabia, for being part of the problem in the sport of boxing. All right, all we need now is some tranny fighters, right? And get sent over there to freaking Saudi Arabia and see how much the WBC loves that shit. I want to see the WBC send some tranny fighters over there to Saudi Arabia and see what happens, bro. Because at least then I'd get somewhat of a laugh out of it, bro. But anyways, guys, I'm headed off of here. It has been great being on here for almost a good 2.5 hours here, spreading the content, spreading the facts. And it's also great that I've come out and stated that You know, I am Telkhines Sports Media, A.K.A. the boxing Sicario, bro, and nobody can. I'm the new ruler of this shit that they call the CDB, bro. I could care less about where somebody is from the get-go. I'm not gonna sit here and deny anybody any kind of advancements on my channel because of their race, color, or creed. I'll tell you that. But I'll tell you, but it's actions that I care about the most. And a lot of people, especially throughout the YTBC, don't have the right actions, but some people do. Some people act well. So, with that all being said, this is Telkhines Sports Media, signing out.